Hi, welcome. This is our weekly reading for September 16th through September 22nd, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you are wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one nugget that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions that are based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Remember, how you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you in the end. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for the wave? Crashing into the wave? Riding the wave? Or ignoring the wave? It's always your choice in the end. See how it feels for you. Feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself and get some further clarity or personal signs and symbols for this week. All right, thank you guys. I love you. I'll see you in a moment. Cancer, welcome. This is our weekly reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Inquiring for September 16th through the 22nd, 2016. I'm going to start with the Tarot Illuminati. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels and energies of love have for Cancer. For the highest, greatest good of all, one card for focus, clarity, understanding, and wisdom for how to ride the energetic waves coming this week for Cancer. One card. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so seeing the situation clearly. Like cutting out the bullshit already. Perhaps this is somebody around you. I feel like in some situations, Cancer, I hear mother. So maybe this is a mother, like a tough mama, or like that tough mama friend that you have that just kind of like always gets your butt back in gear, like tells you the truth, doesn't bullshit you at all, and doesn't beat around the bush. She's not the most sensitive of all of the queens, but she's powerful, strong, compassionate, trustworthy, like loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. She could be a bitch. She could be. If she's in a bad mood, she doesn't see things the right way. She's, maybe because she always thinks logically, perhaps when emotion comes into the situation, that's when things get wonky, wacky, maybe not thinking clearly. So this could be you, but generally she's pretty strong. Anything she goes through, she's learned. She learns from watching others go through something. And she's like, I will never put myself in that situation. And so she's really wise. She's witty. When the Queen of Swords comes up, it's usually, I feel like there's always a lot of drama, or there's a lot of responsibility or something going along with what you're thinking. And it takes almost like, I guess, like I feel like maybe a Libra. So this is, the Queen of Swords is an air sign. So it could be a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini energy around you in your chart you're dealing with. This could be a man. The Queen of Swords could definitely be a man. Like maybe somebody who likes to make commands sometimes, but they know what they're talking about too. So I feel like you know which is right for you. If this is somebody like not really on their best day, on their best behavior kind of thing, or if this is somebody really helpful, insightful, and clear that you can actually learn from, gain something from, work with maybe. I feel like this is somebody around you, not necessarily you, but it could be you, Cancer. There's a parrot flying in this card, Vincenzo. It looks like you flying in the air. It's like I needed some information and I sent out my parrot to go check out the scenario and fly back and tell me what was going on. But she just got to sit down and have some tea while that was going on. That was an interesting diversion with that. It also makes me think of Queen Elizabeth. So maybe the name Elizabeth, something like that's important. Liz, Beth, Lizzie. I just heard the name Xavier. That was really weird. I don't get names very much. I get letters, but maybe that was for somebody very specific. All right. Whoa, that was a weird name to pop into my head. All right. I'm gonna go to the Thelema. Yeah, Xavier, something like that. Excalibur, maybe. Maybe it's Excalibur. Maybe you have some kind of connection. Okay, it's time to pull another card. Because Vincenzo's getting interested in my necklace. Right? We're going to pull a card. Maybe like Excalibur, like Guinevere. And maybe that's just another name. All right, because now I'm going to King Henry, and that's not the same story. So maybe these are just names for somebody. Maybe they're different people. Maybe that's going to ring a bell for you for some reason. I think you're the only video in a while I've gotten any names on Cancer. So let's see what else we have for the Queen of Swords for Cancer. And that's the King of Pentacles. So now we have an earth sign, masculine energy, slow moving, the CEO, the boss. Perhaps this is like parents even. Maybe your parents, your grandparents. Maybe this is you as a couple. The feminine part of you is always thinking logically, and the masculine is always sort of like doing the work, like going out, and I see like fixing cars actually, and like somebody who can like a fixer-upper person. Like when something goes wrong, this person can go in and figure it out. They've handled a lot of trouble, a lot of situations. I see like a plumber too with this. So maybe like there's treasure. Maybe there's maybe you're going to meet a plumber. Somebody has something with plumbing, your pipes, water, emotion. Emotion is what is not here. So, but there's stability here. He takes his time. I feel like he leads his kingdom well, or she, because he's gone out into the kingdom and done all of the jobs, talks to everybody, gets to know everybody. He's friends with everybody. He helps other people. He cares, but he's solid. It could be an earth energy. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Could be in your chart. This could be the balance between your masculine and feminine, is to get your hands like into something, to start pursuing something, start to do something, and that will bring clarity. Transformation. There's so many butterflies, and it's like something's coming to life here because there's so much stone. And then you see the life, the butterflies, the birds flying, the roses. So perhaps there's like a rose, like there's essence and there's beauty, but there's thorns too. There's something sensitive and beautiful about this person. All right, let's go to the life purpose. Oracle cards. And let's get a card for Cancer. One card to bring clarity to the Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles for Cancer. You're on the right path, Cancer. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. What's the first thing you thought of that you feel like you're going down the right path, maybe finally? Like it's easier this way. It's better this way. It feels good this way. I feel like it keeps the ball rolling. Like you keep seeing signs. It keeps getting easier. It keeps getting maybe more free somehow. Like attachments are releasing. I see like a person in the wind dancing, like hair, everything's blowing, and like almost like this. Like if like you had strands of beautiful fabrics, and those fabrics just start falling and then blowing in the wind and moving out, and it's like you're free, and now all of a sudden you're wearing something else. That was interesting. All right, let's go to the Art of Life Tarot and pull a card for Cancer. Bring clarity to being on the right path, seeing things clearly, step by step. I hear like doing something diligently, like keep going what you started. Don't stop now. He's finding my color. Awesome. It's an awesome color. That one. I'm gonna take this one because it flipped. I don't know what it. That's the sun. The sun came out. So this is when you are your authentic self. When you do one small thing that makes you happy and it snowballs bigger. It's seizing opportunity, seizing the day, seizing that chance when it comes your way. It's, the quote here is Friedrich Nietzsche, precisely the least, the softest, lightest, a lizard's rustling a breath, a flash, a moment, a little makes the way of the best happiness. It's in the little things, Cancer. It's the small things. Perhaps it's in the details. It's just doing one little thing. And I feel like it just keeps getting bigger. It magnifies. It keeps feeling brighter. It feels warmer, like a game of hot cold. Like head towards the warm, not necessarily the hot, although that can be good occasionally, and not necessarily the cold, although sometimes this is necessary. It's kind of aiming now towards the warm, the fuzzy, what feels good. This picture is, it's also number 19. So perhaps something on the 19th is important. It's Banks of Lior, detail by Joseph Turner, date unknown, Worcester Art Museum, Massachusetts, USA. It just seems pristine, serene. I hear like Sierra, like, although that doesn't look like the Sierra. Maybe that's another name. I see a bridge here, like a natural bridge. Maybe there's a natural bridge to something for you. All right, let's go. The sun is beautiful. The sun is like, it's definitely one of the best cards you can get. I mean, it's for you. It's opportunity. It's being yourself. It's being who you are truly meant to be, Cancer. And it's also the chance to be around someone else who recognizes who you really are and lets you be yourself too. And they're themselves around you. I hope that made sense. All right, so let's go to the Romance Angels Oracle cards and get another card for Cancer to bring clarity to being on the right path. I hear like just keep accepting the opportunities that are handed to you, that are before you, that you know are right for you. Don't be afraid to take the wrong one, because you'll figure it out there. You'll bridge off somewhere else. You'll make like another, there'll be like a crossroads. Like if you at least go forward on one road, that'll get you to the next point on the map where you can make another choice. You don't have to continue that way. You can always go off the path at any time. So perhaps if you're going one way, warm, 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 and now it feels hot, you go the other way. If it's too cold, go backwards. I feel like there's freedom here for you to walk around and do something different, a different way. Let's see, Cancer. Finances and career. So perhaps you're figuring out a different way to work finances into something that you love to do, something that's you. Like, I hear something at home. Maybe you're going to do something from home. I feel like she's by the same place. I feel like it's the same location here. It's even the same dress. I hope you can see this. All right, look. You see this person down here? It's like they're hanging out by the water, by this beautiful bridge. Now look at this person. Right? It's almost like a zoomed in version of the same person. You can see what's going on. So there's a broader perspective on something, and then what you're actually doing in that scenario to do something about it. So perhaps you're seeing the bigger picture, there's opportunity, and this is you like getting down on your knees, getting down, you know, into the dirt, into the earth, and doing something about this. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So perhaps you're worried about money. Perhaps this is a support, this balance between like you and you, or you and somebody else, is what brings finances and career back in balance in your world. I feel like it definitely starts with something you are doing now that you're thinking about, that you're maybe encouraged by someone around you. This could be just a friend, a father, a grandfather, a grandmother, that's just sort of like, you're really good at this. You've always wrote, you know, you always wrote beautiful stories. You always had good poems. You always do this. You're always good with numbers. And perhaps it's like, oh, I do like to do that on my spare time. Maybe I could involve that in my, it's like something, I feel like it's something you start to do in spare time that puts like, I hear like passive income into your world. So maybe this is some kind of advice coming this week for you. If this comes into your world, I would say, listen. If this is you that gives good advice, perhaps, you know, you're an influence to somebody else in their career and finances, and you're helpful for them. It's a general reading, so I feel like some of you are like grandparents and could help like somebody younger than you maybe. Or maybe you're grandparents and you feel like you're redoing something, or you're older and you're feel like you've done a career a very long time and now you're just over it and you want to do something else that you like paint or something like that, or something with nature, birds, flowers. Maybe that's makes you nervous, but maybe there's a way to bridge, since I saw the bridge here, to bridge that gap. Let's go to the Native American Tarot, and let's get another card for Cancer about bridging this gap between like what you love, like hobbies, what you're passionate about, and what you actually have to do in like your everyday time. So maybe there's a way to release a little bit somewhere so you can start something somewhere else, or you're starting something brand new and it's worrying you because it's hard to start from, you know, the bottom. Maybe you're going backwards. It's hard to start over. 9, polygamy. So, all right, so perhaps there's some, I mean, this is a really weird card. This is the only deck I have that ever had anything like this. But this is also a happy version of polygamy. So it's working together with others in your own situation, your own specific rules of how to balance out the scales. I feel like it's not only that, oh no, somebody has more than one wife and they have houses next to one another. Perhaps it is. I feel like maybe it's like an ex-wife. I don't think for many of you, Cancer, it's that you have more than one husband or wife. It could be that you're thinking of something different. Perhaps maybe somebody had somebody pass away and now it is like, you know, number 2 or number 3. Or, you know, there was a divorce. Maybe that was your parents. You had 2 like mothers or fathers, a stepfather, a stepmother. I feel like it's like a step something in the situation that's actually helpful. Like maybe that's weird. It's a 9 of Swords. So it could cause nightmares and like arguments and situations, especially if it's with family, or like friends somehow, like you're all friends. Maybe like you're now married to somebody that your wife or your husband, like you guys used to be all friends and now 2 of you are a couple and the friend is still like in your life. And maybe there's like a weird dynamic. I feel like it's something like that. It's like a weird dynamic that causes emotion. It causes you to have like really affect you, how you think about something, because it's personal. But it's also completion with something. So it's offering you a chance to change something, to complete something, to, I mean, it could be like having nightmares, not sleeping right, worried about what the other person is doing, worried about your friend, worried about maybe you're thinking of dating somebody your friend dated, something like that, and that's worrying you. Let's go to the Angel Tarot. I need more clarity with that, Cancer. Thinking too much, too many arguments about money, maybe too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions on something. Maybe it has to come back to just what's good for you and not what everybody else thinks is good for you. Or I feel like there's too many opinions going on in this, and it's making everybody have a headache in the situation. I feel like the polygamy part just means that there's more than one person involved. 3 or more, but I would say it's like it tends to have the scales be in balance somewhere. Like one person's on this side with this person, they're against this. But these two are in agreement about this, and this person isn't. It's just learning to rebalance your scales. I feel like when you flip this card around, these people are there to support you, to help you, or it's some kind of support or help in finances around you. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe you loan money to a friend, something like that, and now you and your girlfriend or boyfriend or spouse or brother and sister or something have, like, it's caused, like, I mean, I would say if you loan money to a friend and it's hard for you, or I would say if you loan money, just expect it not to come back and loan it to the person you know might not ever get it back. And if you get it back, awesome. Then there's no weird feelings or like anything like that. Perhaps it was a loan you had to do. Money makes things weird. Emotions make things weird. Love makes things weird. But these two people are very clear. And I think this is very clear. You're on the right path. So I think, let's get another card. Let's see what we have, Cancer. The Ace of Earth. So there's a new start. I feel like there's an idea. I feel like this is somebody close to you. I think it's like some kind of situation like a sitcom where there's like roommates and there's a couple and then there's somebody else who lives with you. Something like that, but there's something helpful about that situation for you, Cancer. Whether or not this is you or somebody you know, maybe you have like, you know, family members that live together. There's like a husband and a wife and then an aunt comes in, something like that, or a child comes in, an adoption, something like that. But there's some kind of help. There's some kind of wisdom. There's some kind of stability that comes in this situation. It's offering you a different path. It's offering you a different way to see this situation. And I mean, this is telling you your love life is affected by financial issues, but it's coming clear now. This is the Ace of Earth. It's like the golden ticket. It's that golden way out. It's the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, and important documents or contracts. So I feel like you need to be clear with everything. Everybody needs to be clear with whatever situation you're going on so that everybody is communicating correctly. And I think once everybody is on the same page in this situation, Cancer, it could just be you. You know, just understanding your situation clearly so you can get your ball rolling. I feel like once this starts, it gets bigger and bigger, and it's a beautiful abundance that comes into your world. It's abundance, but it's in and out. It's equal. It's up to you to push this and get it started, to get it moving. But I would say before you push, just take this week and like see the bigger picture, zoom in on the smaller picture, like the person by the water here. See what you're doing, where you're putting your time, where you're putting your energy, who's putting energy into you, where they're coming from with that energy, and be open to new opportunities this week. I'm going to pull one more card from the romance here for Cancer, just to get a little more clear on the polygamy card, the 9, the completion. It's like completion. It's like the nightmares are over here. I feel like there's help involved. So I would say just let's get one more card. See how that helps how the help comes in. I feel like it could be you helping somebody too, or you've been overwhelmed by trying to help somebody too much. Let's see. Make the effort. So maybe you're not trying, or somebody else isn't trying, and it's time to really make the effort. It's time to push the ball, Cancer. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So it's step by step. It's compassion. It's sweetness. It's trying to see yourself or see your situation in the other person's shoes sometimes. And I feel like it's just simple. It's just making a phone call, and it's just coming home and giving somebody a hug in some situations. It's just saying thank you, maybe to somebody in the past that helped you out. Maybe you just need to write a thank you. I feel like in some cases somebody helped you, or perhaps you helped somebody else and they feel like time has gone by and they haven't gotten back to you, and they feel like you're maybe mad at them now, so they haven't called, kind of thing, and maybe you just need to call them, be like, it's cool, I know, we all go through something, I still love you. Maybe it's just something like that. All right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful. I love you, and I'll see you soon.